All right, so it's your brother Bolo V&R. I'm on the 2.0 platform, and I would usually say that this is for the sector, KB, and everything. But at this point, the message which she's about to disseminate is a message that I think applies to uh our people everywhere in the world that they are. Somebody can draw from this, and I'm going to point out how much they can draw from it. All right, so I want you guys to really give your listening ear, pay attention to what is being said, and I'm going to add my 2 cents to make it clearer where I think it can be made clearer, or reinforce what was already said so the message really hits the way it should, or the way I think it should. All right, so let's get into the content. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. All of the links are on the platform, all my platforms. You can follow all of my other channels. There's links there, how to support, how to join the WhatsApp community, all of that good stuff. All right, so let's get into it, man. All right, let me speed this up just a little tat. A little tat tat. Let's go.
Let's continue. We got Miss 504 in the house. Welcome. Just showing support. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. You know what? When it comes to family, nothing is more important to me. It makes me teary-eyed. I want to see, and let me just sidebar for a second since we got Miss 504 in the house. I'm looking at this sector, and I know we've been noticeably absent. I'm gonna speak for me, because some people have taken a back seat, but I'm gonna speak for me. I've taken a step back because this is not the way this is supposed to be going. And because it is such division in the sector, and a lot of us are day ones. A lot of us, we spend a lot of time, a lot of energy building relationships, even if it's just virtual. We have built relationships on this internet. And all it takes is for us to lean on our own understanding. We cannot continue to lean just on our own understanding. This system is much more sophisticated than that. And what we're going through extends much further out than the Kwame Brown bus life sector.
Pretty much, this is spiritual warfare. Pretty much. All right? Way beyond. These distractions, and wherever you are in the world, you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of distraction to distract you from what really you should be paying attention to. And she's going to go in, so I just wanted to say that.
We got real life shit that we are dealing with, y'all. We got our children, we got grandkids out here that depend on us. And a lot of us are on this platform being petty, doing tit for tat. And then there are some that are trying to stand their ground and be strong because they don't feel like they have nobody else. We have to get to a point where survival and lineage is more important than what we standing on at the moment. And a lot of times we
message. Oh, I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. We're at a very, very critical stage in our human history. And I mean human history. I mean globally. I'm talking about everywhere. I don't care where you live. We are at a very critical stage. So basically, you guys, a lot of you guys are fighting the battles that are set there for you to fight, so you don't fight your real enemy. You don't even know who your real enemy is. You don't even understand the system that your enemy has put in place to keep you blinded, to keep you distracted. Message.
We only work with what the tools that we have. And I'm not faulting anyone for that. I'm just saying it's not enough. It's not enough. enough. We can have all of the discernment in the world. We can have all of the high vibrational, incremental moments that come through. However, there is nothing that supersedes us being a unit collectively. Because I'm going to tell you something. This sector ain't going to mean shit when the shit hit the fan. In real life, though. Shout out to Kwame Brown, Bus Life.
Shout out to KB. A lot of the stuff that we are arguing about on the internet and back and forth with, when it all boils down to it, reality is gonna hit so hard, we're not gonna even think about those stuff. It's gonna be a long distant memory, and we're gonna be in regret. That's if you even survive. But we're gonna be in regret that we didn't pay attention to the ones that try to warn us, make us aware, have us prepare for those eventualities. That's a possibility, because things can change, right? And we have to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. But yeah, a lot of people is going to be like, damn, I should have listened to Mr. Akemi. I should have listened to Bolo. I should have listened to KB. I should have listened to Double Speaks. I should have listened to this person. I should have listened to Mr. Lonesome. I should have listened to Mr. Will Rattigan. I should have listened to Talking Mind TV. I should have listened to Hot Off the Press. I should have listened to the people in the chat that was talking some conscious. Mel W. O. Speaks. I should have listened to these people. I should have paid attention to the multiple signs that God was trying to show me. But it is what it is.
It ain't gonna mean a hill of beans at the end of the day. These little sidebar tit for tats. We got some real demons in this sector, y'all. And I've just gotten to a point where I can't sit in it and stir in it without something in my household and something in my lineage paying the price. I am saying what I'm saying.
Message.
And I don't dislike or hate anyone. My heart, I pray for all of us on a regular basis. And it's okay if we don't see eye to eye. It's okay if we don't agree on everything.
Man, I ain't gonna say I kneel down and pray, but I really hope y'all get it together. I really do, for the sake of yourself and your family. I really do, and I'm not saying I got it all the way together, but trust me, I'm working on it. At least I'm aware, But when you're blinded and you can't see past the computer screen you're on or the number of people that's watching you, and the clicks and the views and the plays, you're in a bad state, buddy, ma'am.
But what I do understand is at the end of the day, what we're dealing with in this sector is small as fuck compared to what the powers that be have planned for us.
Message.
How many more ways do they have to tell us they don't want us here in existence?
Message.
How many ways do they have to tell us, thanks to COVID, and probably prior to that? But if that didn't get everybody's attention, how is it that we're reverting and going back to the same shit? Y'all, that's insanity. Doing the same thing and expecting different results. We have bigger fish to fry. We have real life issues. We're in a political season that whether we participate, vote, and we don't, they are going to play with us like they have been. Nothing is going to change no matter who gets into office. That is my personal opinion.
Her personal opinion. Not saying I agree. Not saying I disagree. But, hey, that's how she feel. Right? That's how she feel.
And that's how I see it. I've lived through 14 elections, presidential elections. Give it.
Now, Mr. Akemi, stop playing. You're not that old, ma'am. Sorry. We're not buying it. Look at you. You're gorgeous. Lord have mercy.
Take one or two. I know there's been 17 since the 60s. I was born in the 70s.
What? The 70s? Damn, Mr. Akemi. Yeah. God bless you. Yes. Boy, listen.
And nothing when it comes to the Black culture and the African American has changed or benefited us as a people. And I'm in my 50s. We have got to get to a point where something is bigger than what we got going on. And I'm not minimizing doxing. I know I didn't.
I want to go back to something, to my Jamaican people. The duality of these two governments that we have, been, I would say, suffering these number of years, all of my life, because I was born in it. If I'm being 100% honest, I know there's one that's really, worse than the other. Listen, trust me, I'm gonna do a video about it. But none of their hands are clean historically. It really is not. Some intentions are good. The point of the matter is we need to be more dependent on ourselves, no matter what party comes into power. So we need to be in a place of strength, and the only way we can achieve that is if we unite within your families first, then unite in the community afterwards. Shout out to Miss Genesis. We really need to do that, because like she said, what they're planning for us is not very pretty. Unity is the only way for us to be empowered to stand or withstand what they're planning. It's the only way. All right.
Switch subjects, but this needs to be said, and I feel compelled to say it at this point in time. I'm not minimizing the damages that have been done to those that have felt the effects of your personal life, your personal business, all things that you never anticipated being put out there, true or false, being put out into the atmosphere on this platform. However, log off, move around, take a step back, to the left, to the right, dodging whatever is coming at you, because this is all a distraction
Message
for what's real and what's about to come down this pike. Do y'all have bug out bags? Do you have a place that if a natural disaster hits and everything that you know and life as you know it is no more, again, we're going back to family, the people that you love? Do y'all have a meeting place, an identifying mark to meet at?
Yo, when she said this, I said, oh my God. I didn't even think about that. My family that's here, do we have a place that we collectively know if the worst was to happen, this is where we would meet up? This is where we would gather in, the point access where we would, go to survive whatever it is that is happening? Like, that's thinking forward. Seriously. All right? That is preparing for the worst. Meanwhile, instead of on that wavelength of thinking, you're on the internet arguing back and forth about, what? Again? Think about that. And my Jamaican people, that applies to you as well. Yeah.
Do you have a system in place that if you go to that mark, you leave a rag tied, you leave a symbol of some sort,
Salute double,
showing that you were there and that you will return? Because once they divide the family permanently, you can kiss everything else goodbye.
That's a fact. That's how they did us in every single war. That's how they did people in every single war. Once they divided the family, everything was cut down. There was no more resolve. The individuals had less hope. They had less fight and vigor in them, right? To resist what was being done, to fight what was being done, to overcome. The family structure is very, very important. And people on this app are too focused on um, things that are not necessarily what matters. All right. Truly, we need to pay attention to the message.
And everything that's going on right now is going to be such a distant memory. You're not going to care about any of it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
When it's all said and done, we're all going to be in survival mode until we get past this programming
Mm-hmm.
that we have acquiesced to and succumbed to. All of us,
Yes.
including me.
Yep.
But one thing I can say about me is I'm going to fight to break up out this thing until I have no more breath in me. And then I will come back as an ancestor and empower everything I touch.
Facts.
I proclaim it
say
and I
that.
declare it
Say that.
in God's name
Say
right
that.
at this moment. Don't play with
Amen.
me.
Amen.
Y'all,
Amen.
we playing. And the time for games is over.
You know, it's not that the time for games is over. We playing the wrong games. The people that control a lot of the resources in this world and just the system overall, they're playing a game that we are not even at the table playing. We don't even know where the room is. You understand what I'm saying? I saw this picture where they had the table and the people was under the table. So the elites are playing the game and they got the table top on our backs. Listen, these squabbles on the internet, this is why I will not be, taking too much part of those things or prolonging it. I'll just disengage. God bless you. I wish the best for you, whoever you are. And yeah, I'm gonna go about my day because I understand that you aren't really my enemy. You're just distracted. You're like a mad person running around with their head off. And you have a machine gun in your hand going that. So what I do is I understand what is happening and I move from out of that area where you are. Because I don't want to catch any strays, pretty much. You're just a walking disaster. You're a harm to yourself and everybody else because you're blind to what is going on. Right? You're not the real enemy. The real enemy is the person that made you become who you are. Blinded you. That's the real enemy. That's who I am doing my little bit on this internet to combat, because the battle is the mind. Is getting people to think, trying to open people's mind to the elephant that's right in front of them that they can't see. Yeah. That's why I'm doing this. But there's limitations to what I can say. So I have to speak in code and you have to read between the lines. But you have to listen. Gotta pay attention. Because they're showing you, but for whatever reason, you're still asleep.
Now, whether this resonates or it doesn't, the telling factor will be what you gonna do
Hey,
about it.
Meek.
How you gonna move from here going forward? What you gonna do for your family?
And for the family that's here from this sector, I encourage you to go and watch Miss Akemi's live that you just did. This is just a part of it. Go watch it in full. The link is in the description, all right? And for those that is watching the upload, the link will also be in the description. So I encourage you to go and subscribe to her page and watch the video that I'm reacting to in full. There were so many gems that were dropped, but I'm just reacting to this small portion, and you guys can go watch the rest of it. I strongly suggest that you do, and tell her that I sent you.
For your lineage, with your wisdom, how to share your testimony and prevent others from traveling the same road that you've gone, to make their load lighter so that they can focus on more prevalent issues at hand. Because I'm telling you right now, no matter who gets elected, we in trouble if we don't learn how to unite and to get past our differences. We in trouble. All of this shit ain't gonna mean a hill of beans, but a check on the 21st.
Facts.
And from what I'm understanding, unless you a slave to this platform, this is for entertainment purposes only. YouTube,
entertainment purposes.
You really ain't making the money that you deserve to make.
Entertainment purposes. Yeah.
So, with that being said, I know.
Oh, that was a message to me, because Lord have mercy. From what I learned about me just being in Jamaica and how I'm pretty much crippled and how I can earn, although I'm monetized. Yeah, that was definitely hit me when she said that. I said, oh yeah. But we're not complaining. We shall move forward.
Y'all, but I just had to say it. It's been on my heart. I've been sitting back and watching it, and it's been disconcerting to me, because when you have, when you're watching the news, like, even though I'm not real big in the news, but I have my own sources of news that I look into, that I go into, that kind of thing. Whew. I go into prayer, meditation, y'all. I swear I do, because I be like, Lord, this is a spiritual war. This is not a physical or tangible war. And there is so much. And most of us, honestly, y'all, we don't know. We're not tapped in enough to know what's coming down the pipe. All we can do is work with what we've got.
Message.
And a lot of us, if not all of us, we got somebody looking up to us, depending on us to pave the way, to provide protection, to give wisdom, to give some understanding, to give some reassurance in these times. Because let me tell you something, ain't nothing worse than being a child and you ain't got no hope.
Man.
Where do you think these children get their hope from?
What?
Where do you think they get it from?
Their parents?
The news ain't gonna give it to them. Social media ain't gonna give it to them. People that don't give a shit about it ain't gonna give it to them.
All doom and gloom.
Where they gonna get it from? And if we too busy infighting, and if we too busy worrying about shit that don't mean a hell of beans at the end of the day, when it's all said and done in the real life.
Thank you.
Where does that leave our children, our grandchildren, our nieces, our nephews? Where does it leave them?
Yeah, I mean, the people that got grandkids, the people that got kids, I don't care how old they are. How do y'all find time to do all the stuff you do on the internet? Y'all ain't got nieces and nephews? There is nothing else you could be doing than arguing with somebody else on this platform. Somebody that truly doesn't have that much pull on your, and I'm speaking to myself. I've fallen short a couple times. I ain't gonna lie. I had to catch myself. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You shouldn't even be up here. Why are you having an argument with this person? This how like, you know what I'm saying? Seriously. Like, what really matters? What really moves the needle? Y'all got families, man. Have you sat down with your have you been helping to prepare your people for some of the possibilities that may be coming down the pipeline? And don't tell me that you ain't seen it. I mean, shoot. I mean, damn, the conversation's been going on for years and years. You know, they've been putting the ideas in our minds. So what is your excuse for not paying attention? Jamaicans, I don't care where you are. This all applies. Remember, there is a global effort. There is a global agenda. All right. So just read between the lines, man. Pay attention.
Drama and bullshit is what sells. It is what is profitable. It is what attracts the numbers. I get it.
I challenge that. Double Speaks challenges that. Miss Genesis challenges that. And that's why I wish success for all the positive people on this platform, myself included. Because I'm gonna prove that you don't need beef to actually, do well on this platform. There's other examples of it there, but Miss Akemi said, when I was up there on the platform, she said, "You inspire people." I said, I just received it, but yeah, I want to inspire much more. So yeah, yeah, the best success is winning. We gonna win. Trust me, we gonna win.
I get it. I've been a participant. And if I haven't typed in the chats, I've been in the bushes.
In the
But I'm
clouds, in the clouds.
also at a crossroads. And I'm tired of it because I'm aware and my spirit won't let me rest because it's not in the place it needs to be. Like right now, I'm looking
I
at the
know
camera. I
that's
ain't even
right.
looking at my numbers, but every blue moon, I'll look at my numbers. And it will remind me we in a beef sector.
Man, listen. Mr. Akemi, trust me. Trust me. I know. Shout out to Meet Melly Mel. Yeah, at some point you gotta choose quality or quantity first. And I believe you can achieve quantity as long as you focus enough on quality. The quantity will come. Like Miss Genesis always tell me, whoever the message is supposed to reach is going to reach. Right? So yeah, the numbers, it is what it is. But trust me, I want to encourage everybody out there. I know even in music, like you're an artist and you put out music and you put out positive music and nobody, it doesn't get that level of success. And no disrespect to what I'm about to say, a level like Vibes Cartel, right? Tommy Lee and these people, you don't get that level of success, and you tend to want to change that quality, that positive that you're actually doing. But I want to encourage you to stand on the quality and the good message that you are actually putting out there. Because you see, men can reward you, but when the universe and God does, it's on a whole nother level. Men only have a small portion of unlimited supply of support. I'll say that again. Mankind has a small portion of unlimited supply of support. God has the unlimited supply of support. So be encouraged to actually do positive things, because we're at a very important time in our history as human beings where you have to pick a side. There's no towing the line anymore. There's no, I'm cool with everything. You gotta have a line. What they're gonna do is they're going to use slick words like, "Oh, you're discriminating," and this and that. But my brothers and sisters that you believe in the principles of God, you gotta stand on business. It's not gangsters alone that stand on business. Women and men of God got to stand on business too. And I'm not talking about you being in no church or you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about you deep within the core of your being. Know that this is wrong. Know that something is wrong. And you got to stand on business. You got to stand up, because you got to look yourself in the mirror at the end of the day, man. Got to look yourself in the mirror. But I went off on a tangent, but let's continue.
And you know what? It's not as easy to break out of as I thought it was. I can be transparent. I'm gonna be honest.
Damn sure.
because it's real life.
Mm-hmm.
It's my story.
Yes, ma'am.
But my spirit, thank God, is not a derivative of my own thoughts and understanding. My spirit is connected with God. And it's my barometer. It is my barometer of what's right, what's just, and if I'm in the right place or not. And if I'm not in the right place, I'm going to tweak that thing until my spirit is back at rest.
Talk about
I
it.
know what it's like for my spirit to be at rest. And once you get a taste of that, you're going to be looking for it.
That peace.
You're going to be dependent on it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to thrive off of it.
Do you sleep good at night?
And that's my goal.
No, I don't sleep a lot, but when I sleep good. I don't have things on my conscience. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm you know how your conscience eats at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody is perfect, but I am in a good place. Thank you, Lord. I'm in a good place. Fast, pray, drink water, eat fresh vegetables, fruits whenever possible. Stay away from dairy, sugar, soy, wheat. This is not nutritional advice. I was just reading a comment. If that works for you, hey, all power to you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miss Genesis. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. God is great all the time, and all the time God is great. Let's continue.
I always talk about my peace. I don't play about my peace.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't have peace, it's through decisions and choices I make.
Mm-hmm.
Not because of someone else.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Yes, that accountability. Listen, I gotta pause right there. That accountability. I'm sorry for pausing this so quick, but that point right there, I gotta stick right there. Bing! Accountability. You are responsible for your happiness. You are responsible for your peace. Nobody else. Don't expect people to come into your life to give you peace and to give you happiness. You gotta have it. You gotta be happy with yourself. You got to be cool with the individual in the mirror, not just the physical, but the spiritual, everything. Everything. You have to get to that place of Zen, for want of better words. You got to get to that, right?
I have control over what has power over me and what does not.
Talk to him.
We are in a spiritual war, period.
Point blank.
If you don't know what that means, let me break it down real quick, and then we're going to get back to Papa Duck and his perspective on family, because that's my primary focus.
Family
and it's
is
not
everything.
going anywhere because it's in my spirit. What it means to me is, guess what? Whatever brings you peace, whatever. There's a saying one of my spiritual sisters said to me, boy, when she said it, I heard it before, but when she said it, that thing resonated with me. And every time I hear it, I hear her saying it in my ear. And that was about 4 or 5 years ago. She said, sis, settle yourself. Settle yourself. When she said it, because I was whining, let's keep it 100. I was whining to her. And she loved me enough not to console me or not to coddle me. She knew, and she knew from me and our friendship what I'm made of. And she's made of, and she spoke up and she said, settle yourself. Settle yourself. Get it together. You're not a victim. You're a queen.
Talk to him.
You're a child of God, not in that order. You're a child of God first.
Ooh, hey, check this out, man. Listen, I swear on everything. I said, listen, when I heard her say this, I said, man, how can you be a child of God and be a victim? How? Think about that. As a child of God, nobody can touch you. Listen, any tribulation or whatever it is you're going through, you're probably supposed to go through that. Just look at the book of Job. How can you be a child of God and be a victim? Come on, man. Come on, man. Somebody talk to me. I ain't Pastor Speaks, but Yo, man, when I heard I said that, I said, yo, damn, how? You cannot be a victim. You was built different. You was built to endure, to go through. So when these challenges come about, yo, we all do it, man. We all get miserable. We all be doing all that stuff. But at the end of the day, remember, you a child of God. You built different. God got you. You can't worry, pray. You can't worry and pray. Choose one. Exactly. Think about that. Sheesh. Anytime I hear my mom ever complaining again or anybody I love, I'm gonna say, yo, are you a child of God? So how you complaining? You got this. And I want them to remind me too. You got this, Bolo. You got this, Melly Mel. You got this.
And I think she said it first. I am telling you, settle yourselves.
Settle yourself.
You can detach yourself. You cut the head off of a snake, the body dies. I will say that until I have no more breath in my body.
Talk to him. We are busy cutting off the tails. This is what I'm saying. Like not knowing your enemy, not knowing who your enemy is. Don't even know how your enemy operate, how your enemy think. Because most of the things that your enemy does, they put it in books and we don't read. They tell you what they doing, but we don't read. They got it right in front of our face, but we ain't paying attention. Literally. I want you to think about that, yo. Think about that.
People don't want to hear that. You have some that do, and that's who I'm talking to.
Talk to him.
I don't
Talk to me.
care. I will stand on from day one when I came to this platform and I created a page and I started going live. I was going to tell my story to help others. And I stand in that. Whether
Sure
it's
did.
2 people or 200 people.
Sure did.
I don't care about none of that.
Sure don't.
Because I know my time's not wasted. My energy and my resources is not wasted.
And I went up on the panel and I spoke on that. At first, you know, the normal human instinct, you know, you want to see those numbers and you start kind of, again, worrying and stuff like that. But then it's like, yo, you're a child of God. What are you worrying about? You know what I'm saying? Hey, take the opportunity for what it is to, you know, own your skills, get your lighting right, get your sound right. I mean, for those that have been here on the day one, things weren't just like this when I begun. I got a lot to be thankful for, man. You know what I'm saying? I get mad support from you guys. All right? You watch the videos, you leave a comment. You know, when you're in the chat, you comment respectfully. Man, I got a lot to be thankful for, man. I ain't got no time to worry. That's the type of time and mentality I'm on. For real, for real. And if it's me alone in here, guess what? I got Nightbot putting up all the important links and messages that is necessary to keep promoting the channels, right? And keep promoting the platform. So God is good, man. God is great.
If one person changes their behavior, their people, their places, and their things based off of something that I said, like my sis when she said, settle yourself. Whenever I become a victim, whenever I want to get on the pity pot, whenever I want to shed tears, that damn voice, settle yourself. Settle yourself.
Settle yourself, my Jamaican people. All right. In terms of content creating, yes, focus on the process, not the numbers. In terms of what's going on politically in this country, we are not victims. I need you to hear that again. We are not victims. All right. We are the ones that's beating ourselves. We have the power to change all the things that we are allowing our government to do to us. I want to say that again. We have the power, right, to stop all the things that we allow the government to do to us. All it takes is for us to unite, my good people. I'm telling you, that's it. It is that simple. Unite and then move in one accord to whatever purpose it is that we want to achieve. Once we unite and then move into one accord, there's no force on this earth. The minute amount of people that control the resources, they can't stop that type of force. They can't. They just can't. It's too overwhelming. It's too overwhelming. So again, stand up, wake up, and let's moving force in the legal ways, because there's many legal ways to remove these draconian type leaders from out of our country and out of our government. Message to my Jamaican people. I'm just saying.
If it ain't gonna affect you and your family's life, then why are you giving it the energy that you're giving it? Let's continue.
All right. That's it right there, man. Like I said, the link to this video will be in the description of the recording. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. All the links to support the platform, following all my other pages, are in the links of all my pages. Follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff. All right. Thank you for your time and watching throughout till the end. Special shout out to those that watch out. If you watch throughout the end, type end. All right. Of this video drop. All right. Salute. And salute to Miss Akemi. Please go follow her. All right. Wonderful sister. All right.